Right. So we are live. Let's get rid of that for now. There's obviously a buzz. So we are live. Let's get rid of that for now. Just bear with me a little bit. There's obviously a buzz. So we are live. Right, there we go. Sorry guys, very first time doing a Facebook Live. Facebook Live, what am I on about? Kill me, won't they? YouTube Live. Having to set up a lot of things very differently, and wow, England game, absolutely nail biter. Can't believe it. Wow, just history being made. Sweden and then France in the final, because it's going to be France, isn't it? Because they're playing so well. And if we play top notch, then it could be an extra star on the shirt. So real interesting. I was jumping up and down in my front room, got a good workout. Hence why today's live is a little bit later. So again, there's the chat box if you want to jump in. Hopefully there'll be loads of people jumping on, because obviously we're doing some free giveaways, which is pretty cool. And we're going to be doing a whole bunch of other stuff. So now I've figured out how to do YouTube lives. There's going to be maybe some just live news stuff that I'll do, and also all the giveaways that we do, I'm going to do them live as well, because it just makes more sense and it's a bit more cooler to do it that way. There's plenty more I'm going to have to learn, so please bear with the quality. Always open to some feedback if the sound's not right or whatever it is. Give me some feedback. I'll fix it. I'll YouTube it and find out how to fix that. But hopefully the image is clear, the sound is good. I've just fixed that. So apologies if anyone's watched the first couple of minutes. It was a bit horrendous, but we're there. So let me just check. Get in England, yes, Mr. Wright, indeed. We just need a big win, my friend. That will be the big one. So tonight we're going to do three different. I have, mate. I have. I've caught the flu from somewhere, along with hay fever and all the rest of it. But I'm smacked off my head on antihistamines, so I'm doing all right, and a couple of Lemsips as well, just to tide me over. So it's all good. So we've got there's been a little bit of news, because there's some big news out there, so we're going to talk about that. And in between, we're going to do 3 giveaways tonight. So it's dead simple. I've got an old school. I've got my son's little cereal bowl. Cut up all the names of all the people. So if anyone's watching the live feed and thinking, oh, how do you get involved with all these giveaways and stuff like that, you just got to head over to the Crypto Rookies website. Come and join us. We do a lot of investing in ICOs. We talk about training, helping people get started, all that type of stuff. We've got a cool website which you can check out, and links are below. The next big giveaway we're doing is $5,000 worth of Aitheon. And for anyone that doesn't follow Crypto Rookies and you're new, we gave away $5,000 worth of Amon and also $5,000 of Cryos. So we're always doing really cool giveaways. It's just how we operate and what we do, and I think it's more fun. And we're probably some of the only groups out there doing big giveaways. Everyone else is sort of banking whatever they get from ICOs and stuff. We like to give it away because we think it's just cooler. So let's crack on. So 3 prizes tonight. The first prize is one of these bad boys. So a Trezor 1. Now, if you want, check out the Model T review that I did. So I bought this bad boy with my hard-earned money. I didn't get given it. I did just an open, honest review. Trezor liked it so much, they said thank you very much. You know, I said I had a Facebook group, and they said, you know, we really appreciate it. Would you fancy doing a giveaway for your group? And I was like, yeah, no props. So they've asked me to review this one, give my open and honest opinion on it. and literally it's been left like that. So there's no, I don't have to do anything. If I don't like it, it's going to get a bad one. If I like it, it will get a good one. It's that simple. The Model T is pretty cool. And it's nice to be able to work with some of these brands. I did contact Nano ages ago and they were like, piss off basically, but I don't think they realised the size of the group, and stuff like that. So, you know, Trezor, they seem really cool people, they seem dead friendly. I like the hardware so far. I'm going to give this a good spin, so I am going to do a full review on this one. But at the same time, it's really cool that I can give something away as well. So that's first prize, right? Second prize is going to be $50 worth of Aitheon tokens, and third prize will be $25 of Aitheon tokens. Now, it's going to be really simple how we're going to do this. When I pull the names out, the first name out will be prize number 3. The second name out will be prize number 2, and the third one will be prize number 1. Dead simple, and all of these are just our Crypto Rookies Pro members, so you can have an opportunity to win something, as well as the other draws that we've got coming up soon. What we'll do in between is a little bit of news. So some of the big news that happened this week. No, sorry. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's do third prize, so $25 worth of Aitheon. Sorry, I'm intrigued to see who's going to win. Right, so it's just got to get the camera right. So here we go. Right. So the first winner is, I don't know if you can see that, Amar Doshi. So, cool man, you have just won $25 worth of Aitheon. Well done. So, brilliant. That's the first prize done. So that's pretty cool. Usual gig, contact Dan, and Dan will make sure that you get your tokens. Obviously, their tokens will be dispersed in the next week or two, and then we'll get them across to you. So well done, mate. So next is the Coinbase custody. Now, there's two elements to this I want to talk about. So the first element is they're sort of making cryptocurrency more eligible for every sort of institutional body and also hedge funds to be able to come in and easily use their custody service. Now, what's so important about that? You know, they've got the cold storage. From what I was reading, you know, there's 20 billion or something. You know, they've got top grade broker reporting, which is very important. I know some bits and pieces I've done, and people just constantly want weekly reports, updates, and some proper mad stuff. And it's just, you can't get that from current sort of services that are out there for crypto. Then client coverage program and loads of other little bits as well. They've got the on-chain segregation and sort of the multi-layers of security, because that's going to be the biggest thing. A lot of the big dogs coming in with big money is security. You know, they're constantly saying all of these, is it CoinCheck got hacked and different bits and pieces. I mean, everybody that I speak to thinks it's Bitcoin that's got hacked, and then you have to explain to them it's not Bitcoin that's got hacked. That's pretty tough. However, it is the exchanges that got hacked through poor security or whatever it was. There is some dude that I've read, and he reckons in the next 6 weeks he's going to be able to split Bitcoin Cash, which would be very interesting. I'm sure Roger Ver will be quaking in his boots. So lots of things going on there. They're obviously offering electronic transaction clearing, so ETC. And ETC is regulated by the SEC, which we know has caused a lot of the frighteners in the space, shall we say, with all that like coming down hard on different projects and cease and desists and all these types of things. So, and again, they're subject to all of the usual financial audits and stuff. So again, I personally think regulation is really good because it just makes it safer, and when it's safer, more and more people will want to get involved, which means more money coming into the space. Coinbase said they're going to add more crypto, so in terms of what they're going to add, I think it's just going to be more currency-based tokens rather than maybe some of the other coins that people are throwing around. Scheduled withdrawals, and clients participate in proof of stake and also distributed governance as well. So they're really going after the full package. So for me, I think it's it's a good move. But what we always need to remember is I can't think of his name. It's Anton. He's an Goldman Sachs. Like, put Goldman Sachs and Anton, and you'll find him. Okay, watch some of his stuff. It's fascinating to listen to him. He was one of the top traders over at Goldman Sachs, and he did like an exposure of Goldman Sachs and different bits and pieces. And they talk about the difference. So you've got professional investors and retail investors. So many of the people that are watching this YouTube channel are like retail investors. So using the money that we earn every single day. Now, the difference is this: the pro investors win on a more frequent basis because they know the market, and a lot of the times they run a lot of the programs for the retail investors. Now, there's only two players in the market. You're either a professional investor or you're a retail investor. That's it. Or a hedge fund or a pension fund or something like that. Now, the aim of the game is that they come into the market, so they're going to bring all the money into the market, which is great. But what they want to do is, for them to make money, they've either got to take it off each other, which is difficult because they all know what they're doing, or they can take it off the retail investors, you and I, who maybe don't have a great clue about trading or full-on investment or some of the knowledge that they do. Because when it comes to the trading spikes and different bits and pieces, and then all the reading the graphs and all the rest of it, they've got software and trading, but they're all over it. So we're always at a slight disadvantage. And the idea is that they want to take more and more money off the retail investors. So yes, loads of money is going to come in and crypto will go up, yes. But at the same time, these hedge funds and all the rest of it want to take as much off the retail investors, so you and I, as possible, as much as possible. And I think they said with Goldman Sachs, anyone that starts up a trading account is normally pretty much bust in 30 days. So, and then they just go on a cycle of just recruiting all these new people constantly. They put the money in, they bang the bust, they bang the bust, they bang the bust. And I've been on the sore end of one of those as well. So, yes, it's coming in, but at the same time, we need to be incredibly careful. And biggest thing I'd always say, this isn't financial advice, but always take some profits. Make sure you get your original investment back out into fiat. I know we're talking crypto and all the rest of it, but just bank it, buy a house, do whatever you need to do. And then you've got, you're playing with free money then, and then you can make mistakes and not kick yourself about it type thing. So that would be my only advice. So let's crack on and let's do number 2. So who's going to win $50 worth of Aitheon? If you don't know what Aitheon is, there's loads of videos on my YouTube. They've also just done the biggest robotics deal in the world. So big news will be coming out about that, but there is a little video on my YouTube channel which you can check out. So here we go. Oh, there we go. Just got to get there. We go. So the next winner is, there we go. You're my friend. Oh, wrong way. Other hand. There we go. You're clever. Cool, man. So, well done, mate. I know we were talking the other day. So, you are going to get $50 worth of Aitheon. Harass Dan, and he'll get it over to you. Nice and easy. So, I get to do the fun stuff. I get to chop these up while watching football, fold them up, put them in those. I had plenty of time. I was rushing. Didn't need to. We're going to penalties anyway, isn't it? And then obviously do the cool giveaway as well. Some of the things that we've seen recently on the news is the market cap has gone up by 40 billion in the last 2 days, and obviously mainly the top 5 have really benefited from that. And I think that's always the case. So people talk about strategies and different bits and pieces. One of the key things I'm looking at the moment is getting more Bitcoin and Ethereum into my portfolio. Some of the I used to hold a lot of Ripple. I bought Ripple when it was less than a penny, and then topped up a lot to around about, I think it was 4 or 5, something like that, and then sold at $1 or something. I got out early. I try not to be too greedy with my trades. Obviously it went up to 314, and a lot of the guys in the group got the call in terms of jumping out at that point. So that's pretty, just always take a bit of profit. It's always the best way. So some of the things as well, I don't know if anybody's got the Syndicator app. Dan and I were talking about it today. I didn't realise how long I'd had it for, actually, because I bought in early doors and then I sold at a decent profit on Syndicator, and I didn't buy back, but if the price goes low enough I probably will. But they've got a really cool app, go on it and it will tell you all about the trading, not just crypto, others as well. And it's showing 2 days of neutral, which is we haven't had that for a long time. So again, it could show some positive signs of at least a turnaround. I don't think a bull market's just going to rock up straight away. I think some of the stuff that's happened with Coinbase will be a catalyst, but it won't beat the bull market. There'll need to be a couple of 3 or 4 things like that will really get that up and running. The other thing is the Food Standard Agency. So that's huge in the UK. Obviously, most people that follow the channel know that I work for the world's largest chocolate company, which is Cadbury's, the best as well. None of that powdered milk shit from Nestle or Mars. I'm sure the people at work will appreciate that. And you know, it's huge. Food standards, the government. You know, more and more people want to know where their food has come from, if it's an ethical source. You know, things like with chocolate cocoa beans, for instance. You know, we have programs where, you know, farmers are paid over and above what they would normally get. And obviously the majority of our cocoa is, but not all of it. But things like blockchain will be able to source what is, but from what I gather, you know, about 90% is and 10% isn't, just because we need so much, and it gets all mixed up. And then you don't know what's fair trade out of the whole package. Therefore, can you really justify it? But because we buy so much of it on fair trade, blah blah blah. I'm not going to that. But Food Standards Agency is huge, and one of the big things that they're going into is they're going to look at slaughterhouses. Now that's important because obviously you don't want to be like Tesco's and selling horse meat and then getting caught for it when Food Standards Agency come in and they randomly buy the product and they randomly test it and then they find all sorts of shit in it, basically. People get very excited about them, throw a lot of money, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. But the real beauty of blockchain is some of the really boring shit that isn't sexy, and really doesn't set the world on fire from an excitement point of view, but is incredibly useful. And supply chain, you look at any type of business, you run an online shop, you can have supply chain. You're in a food store, or you're a supplier making a product, you're going to have supply chain. And for me, it's like one of the biggest. Like, I know a lot of people like VeChain is incredibly hyped. You've obviously got the split that's happening now. Anytime I've seen a split, I've never seen the price rise. It's always gone down by 30%. That's just experience from trading oil and some other shares for many years, really. I've never seen it go up. Loads of people saying, oh, it's going to double or triple. I'm just like, you're full of shit. You don't know what you're talking about. You've never been in the markets. Oh, you've been in a week. All right, you're a professional then. And I'm not a professional. I've just been doing it a very long time, and you see the same stuff happen over and over again. Same result. Oh, it's going to split. Oh, yeah, it's going to go up and it goes down. Oh, they're going to split. It's going to go up and it goes down. And then you soon, oh yeah, every time it splits, it goes down. So, but what it will do is create stability. There's other good, Wabi, a good project. One of the ones I think is a dark horse is Ambrosius. A lot of people slating it, a lot of people loving it. They got some big partnerships, especially with INS Grocery. And obviously most people know that I talk to Peter on a quite regular basis. And they are making some moves at the moment. I know they're already talking to Mondelez Innovation as well. So that's, it's a huge $52 billion company. If they get some movement there, that would be huge, absolutely huge. So, and I was having a discussion today with one of the sort of senior managers around, what's happening in the marketplace. Tesco Booker, they bought each other out. The Sainsbury's Asda merger, all of these things are happening, and the key premise behind it is they think if they buy each other out and become bigger, they can put more pressure on suppliers to be able to get better deals and all these types of things. So there is a lot of pressure on suppliers going forward. So they need to find other ways to be more profitable. Now, you can do that in 2 ways. You either have innovation, which allows you to be more efficient and therefore harvest better profitability, or you sack people. Now, most companies have sacked as many people as they possibly can on skeleton staff. So they now need to look at other options, and the other options are blockchain. I'm hearing so much stuff now, like in meetings, you know, for what I do, you know, blockchain would work in many things, like especially supply chain. You know, our supply chain is humongous. It's one of the biggest in the country. You know, feeding into like Tesco's and all that sort of stuff. But it's huge, the amount of product that we're shifting every single day, you know, hundreds and hundreds of tons. And then you've got, you know, things like finance, you know, ledger, all the ledgers that we have that we need to keep up to date, which might not always be up to date, and need to be up to date because you get audited, would solve a lot of those issues. So not sexy stuff, but huge businesses would use it. You know, the Unilevers, the Mondelez, you know, the Coca-Colas of the world. You know, those things are very important. So I've rabbled on for ages here, and I don't want to go on too long. So that was just a few of my thoughts, a little bit of the news. Give me some feedback in the comments and stuff. If there's any topics that you want me to cover, then I will do. More than happy to come on live and answer questions. Someone said to me, "Oh, you got to be brave, and you must know stuff if you go on there." Do you know what? If I don't know the answer, I'll just say it. I'm not going to make it up. No point. So let's crack on. So this little bad boy here, Trezor 1. So whoever wins this, you need to inbox me. So go into the Crypto Rookies Facebook group or the other group, and then just send me a PM. If I'm not your friend, just add me anyway. All right. So who is going to win this bad boy? These are 89 euros. I think about 12 euros shipping. So you're looking at it's about 100 euros. This is worth. Pretty cool. Let's get on with it. Let's do the last one. So last spin. Here we go. Who is going to win? Who is going to win? Here we go. Here we go. It's all exciting stuff. It's all exciting stuff here. Oh, hello. We've got our first lady winner. It is. I'm holding it wrong again. I will get the hang of this. Trust me. I promise. Do come back. So it's Leslie Faye. So Leslie Faye, well done. And little poor fact. So Leslie Faye is the mother of Stephen Faye, who's the very talented guy that does all the spinner for the Crypto Rookies part-time entrepreneur stuff. He's awesome, very talented guy, and well done, Leslie. So I know that you're in America, so that's pretty cool. And so that is going to be on its way to you. I just need an address from you, and I will get it in the post this week, and you will have your new Trezor. And then if you wait a little while, I'll do a video and I'll go through and show you exactly how to set it up as well. So well done, Leslie. Well deserved. Our first lady winner, which is brilliant. The rest of the guys. So in third place, just to go through everybody, we had Amir Dossi, who won $25 worth of Aitheon. We also had the man Jure. He got himself $50 worth of Aitheon, and the lovely Leslie got the Trezor. So pretty cool, and thank you very much to Trezor for being so kind and generous to give us one of these to give away. Very cool company. Love the product already. I've been using my Model T, which is the more expensive version. I had to get it, didn't I? But I had to give it a whirl and see what it was like. So pretty cool. Hope you enjoyed the video. The next live that we will do, I will put out when it's going to happen, but we're going to give away $5,000 worth of crypto, and that's going to be Aitheon tokens. I think what we might do an additional prize just for anybody who's watching at the time. So we're going to do 20 prizes, and then I'll speak to Dan. I haven't okayed this with him yet, but I'm sure he'll be cool with it. He doesn't know about it, but we'll do an additional prize. We're going to have 21 prizes. Now, when we do that, it will just be someone that hasn't won, that's in the live feed. They might be a member, they might not be a member, whatever, but we'll just do one, just an extra bit, just to make it a bit more engaging and stuff. So, yeah, so next time we're giving away $5,000 worth of Aitheon. So pretty cool. So thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. My heart has calmed down now after England. It was very emotional, jumping out of my seat. I didn't need to go to the gym today. I was all over the shop, so it was really good. So really appreciate it, guys, and I will catch you on the next video.